Okay, I decided to upgrade my quad lock, and I already had the Pro, which the difference in the Pro is the bracket is out of it's aluminum billet instead of plastic. So I went with that one, and it comes with the standard mounting head that they all come with. It comes standard with black. I think you can change the color too. But what I wanted to do was upgrade it to the wireless charger so that I can charge my phone. It almost died on me last Friday and don't want to be in that situation. So the downside to this, though, is you have to fit all of this in there. That is going to be tricky. Definitely don't want to put it on this side because this is some sort of a heat dissipator. So it takes the heat and takes it off the battery or this compartment, or the electrical off this area. So you don't want it over here because it'll melt. So you have to try to keep it down inside here and here and here. So this is going to be tricky. The reason I went with this, my bike doesn't have a USB connection set up. So what this is a weatherproof USB connection. It has a piece that goes over that when the USB is plugged in to keep it weather tight. And then what this does is you can either turn it on, as you can see right there, on, off in the center. On is up and auto is down. And what that does is it sets it to the key. So you can have it to where it's just on all the time. It's going to drain your battery all the time. Or you can have it to auto. So when you turn the key on, basically, it will turn on. I guess from the website, it picks up voltage. Anytime a certain amount of voltage passes through it, that tells it, hey, power's here, let's turn on. So that way it doesn't drain the battery while it's just sitting there. Before that, though, this has to hook to the battery. So this hooks to the battery. It's a fuse line, and then that connects to this part of the switch, and then that connects to this USB, which then plugs into the bottom side of the wireless charger right there. Plugs in right there. So then you'll have power. That's what it's supposed to do. So I will try to get this stuff tucked down in there. When I have it done, we'll check it out. I'll be back. Well, that was a tight fit. So I got everything in there, hooked up the cables for the power supply to the battery, and then I was able to tuck those, strap tie those together, tuck them down in there, ran the plug in, which is right here for the power, ran that underneath, and that comes here to the switch. Just took the excess wire, strapped it together, and it appears to, just slide that out of the way, it appears to fit underneath the battery cover. And then here is the USB. They give you a weather connector. It comes down. I ran it underneath, down underneath this, where the red wire is, out here, underneath the strap that was there. And the length of the shortest wire they provide is the perfect length. It goes right through the base and then plugs in right there, weather tight. So the good thing about this is when I turn the steering wheel all the way, there is plenty of room for this. That's the perfect length right there. Got everything tucked away. Now the only concern I have is when I first went to turn it on, it didn't turn on. I have it set to auto. It's either off, auto, or on. And it would come on, but it wouldn't come on auto until I started the bike. When I started the bike, then I could power it up. There is a power button underneath here, but now that I've shut the bike off, it's still on. So my fear is it's gonna run down that battery. Excuse me, so you just hit that power button, done. shouldn't be draining anything out of there. And if I go to turn that back on, it shouldn't, but it did. Okay, maybe it just has a, oh, I'm using my phone. I was gonna say, maybe it just has a little bit of leftover power in there. Maybe it has a capacitor somewhere that's storing some power. And then once it's used, it'll die out. Let me stick this on here and see. And it was showing charging, and it's still showing on. So the thing I would be careful of, don't let that drain your battery down. Make sure you turn it off every time. And there's the switch I was talking about, the auto or off or on. Don't think you can read that there, but tight fit. Got it all in there. Now I can charge my phone when I'm going down the road. I'll get a quick picture here of what it looks like with the covers on too. Oh, I had to take off not just the battery cover, I had to take off the switch cover to get down here and move the wires around well and not have anything in the way. I'll be right back. Okay, I got that battery cover back on. Man, that was a tight fit. The switch that you saw that was right about here, that strap tie that was on there, just pulled it up a little bit too high and it wouldn't clear. So I had to undo that strap tie, push it back under the little ledge of the tank, and then strap that, and it kind of held everything tight so it just fit on there. So what I've learned about this is kind of what I was explaining before I stopped the last part of this video, is the power button on the bottom here will power this up. As you can see, it'll power it off and on even without the ignition on or without the engine running. So I think what it is, unless it's a fluke and mine's the only one like this, but it should be this way, is I guess while it's off, if you put your phone on there and start it up, it will kick on. So that's what it's doing. You just have to turn it off manually every time. So I guess that auto is just if it picks it up while it's running. So other than that, I love the look of it. I love the concept of it. Hopefully it does exactly what it's supposed to and charges the phone fine. Hey, appreciate all the views you guys have been giving me. Haven't really asked, but if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. I've got even more videos coming up. I just ordered some more goodies that I'll be putting on. I ordered a TWM gas cap cover without the screws showing. I just didn't like all of them that were out there that has all the screws visible. I didn't really want a ton of carbon fiber on the bike. I wanted to keep it as close to original as possible. With the exhaust that came with it, there are some other things that came carbon fiber, like the brake ducts, the air ducts down there. So this one is going to be carbon fiber on top, but it'll, I think, give it a better look. And then the other thing I have is TWM shorty levers for the brake and the clutch. And then what I ordered, I'm so excited about, is I ordered new mirrors for this bike, and I didn't go with the Rizoma wing mirrors that everybody seems to be going with. I think it has a decent look to it, but the look that really got me the most was the DB race mirrors in carbon fiber red, carbon fiber. So I can't wait for those to show up. And then also from DB Race, I ended up getting the clutch guard and the brake guard for the other side. So I'll have some more videos coming up on some real cool accessories for this beautiful bike. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for all the views. Have a great day. Bye-bye.